So I saw Will Smith has a new album coming out, and it's been something like 20 plus years since he had his last album out. And it kind of brought up a memory when Jazzy Jeff had Touch of Jazz in the basement of this office complex that used to be Studio 4. He had one room that was his, and I think I've posted pictures of it, and some pictures with Serban and some pictures with Jeff in there. But I was down there with Jeff, and Will showed up, and he came in, and a bunch of guys came with him, and all of a sudden this little room turned into a really crowded room. And I wasn't there to see Will. I was there to talk to Jeff about some stuff. And they were getting ready to work on, I guess it was the album at that time. So this is late 90s or so. So uh, Jeff and Will start talking about basketball. And I remember Jeff saying something about some basketball team. I don't remember the details. But someone said, well, that's over the line, what Jeff said. And then Will, he had this notebook with him with all his lyrics in there. And he said, no, that's not over the line. And he took his notebook and he threw it to the ground. He said, if that's the line, then Will jumped way over it. And he says, that's what Jeff just said. And, you had to be there. Everybody's giggling and laughing, but there were so many people in this room. And then it went from all the giggling and laughing to serious work. And Will had his notebook, and he's writing stuff, and Jeff is checking out his gear and all, and everybody was quiet. And I really had no purpose to be in that room. I mean, I was allowed to be there, and it was totally fine me sitting there, and they had no problem with me. But it just felt so awkward for me to sit in there. I just excused myself. I said, I got to go outside. And they say, yeah, sure, George. And I walked out of the room. I just, if I have no reason to be in the room and it's so crowded, I just don't see the point in being there. So that was my Will Smith story. He when he's working on a record, there is a lot of people that are working on the record with him. So I'm thinking this new record that's coming out is probably going to be pretty good because he has, and even before he had the money, he just had all the people, the talent around him to get things going. So there's my Will Smith story.